magic missile.
For 13 damage. Okay, well.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking good, actually.
It avoids all the damage. Just joking. No, he actually hits.
It's immune to force damage because nothing in the universe is, but in this case it will be.
Right. Okay, so he takes 13 points of damage.
Except...
That hurts. That was really good damage rolled.
30 is good damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 4, a 3, and a 3. So,
So which one is it? Oh, it's this guy. Now what will they?
Yeah, I believe it's lefty.
All right, you know, because he can 5, 10, 15, 20. He can actually hit you from here. I wonder if he would still stay focused on the ogre. You know what? I'm gonna roll for it. If it's even, he'll stay focused on the ogre. If it's odd, he'll do something to you. It's even. He'll stay focused on the ogre. Okay.
Okay.
So he's gonna miss.
Nice.
Okay, so that's that. Eric, your turn.
If the stuff when the stuff keeps coming in, I kind of want to spend a standard action just to get back my 7 temporary hit points. But this one sounds like it's pretty badly hurt, so I should probably try and finish it. I am going to use my second wind fighter thing and regain some actual hit points.
No candle for
Get
you.
8 hit points back.
Okay.
Which is pretty freaking good.
Yeah, I would say so.
That puts me back up to 22. Much better. And then, yeah, I'm going to try and shovel this thing. See, if I'm coming at it from behind, so if we can see if we can get the shovel in between those plates, because the way they're facing. See if I can pry it open.
Every day I'm shoveling. All right.
17 hit?
A 17 will hit, and 7 damage.
Oh, yeah, and I would have... Sorry, Oh, no, I can't move my... No, I can move my curse to it. Sorry, I should have moved my curse to it last round, because last round I did nothing but move.
Right.
Can we just stay... Because I can't bonus action that and the second win, but...
I can say that's fine.
Thinking.
You could have done that, yeah, since it was an
okay,
option.
so then I get an extra d6 damage on it.
Which is,
Take 1.
Woo! Alright, so he takes 8 damage total.
Yeah.
He's not happy. He's definitely not doing too well.
It doesn't finish it. Damn it.
No, unfortunately. However,
I rolled
Lasan.
so badly on that hex damage.
Yes.
Lasan fires an accordion. From her quiver.
I'm still catching my balance from all the bug guts, but that's okay, because this is good. And just pull the 2 arrows, knock them both, and ba-dang, ba-dang.
First
I really
will
want
hit.
some
Second
fan
will
art
hit.
of-
Alright.
Ooh, I want some fan art of Lasan that's sort of like Green Arrow with the old punching, boxing glove arrow, except with an arrow instead.
Alright.
Accordion arrows.
Very good. Why is this not working there? Okay, there we go. So your first arrow sinks in the closest target, the one that's been fighting the ogre right alongside his buddy for the longest time.
One
just
first.
Yep, that one falls. He is now dead.
Good.
Good. And there is no
the mariachis start.
There's no ground, no shaking in the ground.
No maraca.
Actually, you know what? No, there is. There is.
No.
There is. You could the ground starts to move and tremor, and the thing just starts to sort of do this or inaudible shrieking is basically what it seems like, and it starts going into his death throes, but nothing happens.
But nobody comes. Oh, I had no friends.
We finally ran out of family.
Yeah.
Ah!
Right, so that's dead. He's just done. Lasan, you did take a nice turn there. Lasan finishes another one off. And all right, so this next one, he is going to his last guy there is done, and these are creatures. I'm gonna give him a roll to see what he does. Okay, he does not make that roll. I was gonna basically, if he rolled high enough, like an intelligence roll, I was just gonna have him bugger off, but he is not doing that. He is now going to spit acid. He's gonna try to cover a distance of 1, 2, 3.
Ew.
Okay, no, he will not get Tau in this, but he will easily get the ogre, and he will get Eric. So make a DC 13.
No.
Reflex.
The Kittimer accordion.
Oh, shit! Definitely make it. Okay, you made it.
Hey!
All right. So you take 9 points of damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
9 points of acid, so I don't get reduced.
Thank you, Nero.
The ogre is what the hell? The ogre makes it. Ogre takes 9 points of damage.
2,001 pennies.
Actually, no, he takes half that. So he takes
Kiss for Luck Odyssey.
There it is. So the ogre is still standing. And that's it.
He's still standing.
Okay, that's his turn.
Better than he ever was.
Half ogre goes. Half ogre is gonna go. Let's see what happens. All right, half ogre does hit indeed, and he's got that. That's really good. Wow. Okay, 2 max. That's going to be. Okay, he murders it. He absolutely. Actually, no, he doesn't. That's only. Okay, no, it's still alive. Sorry. He does do a lot of fucking damage though. It really hurt it. He brings down the battle axe, and it sort of like gets stuck in some part of its shit in there, his chitin or whatever, just in the side. He has to rip it out, but he does do a lot of damage, and that's that. That's his move. Tao.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go for the kill steal here.
Yeah.
Pew pew pew.
Very good.
Pew pew. It was pie pie pie. Pie pie pie.
And for 9,
Yeah.
not exactly great damage, but pretty good.
I mean, honestly, with the wand, it's always gonna do about this much.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because like D4s, 3 of them. Yeah.
How many charges does that thing have? Does it recharge every day? I can't remember.
Every day. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
got 7
Yeah.
charges max.
Okay.
If you
But
hit the
as
last
long as you
charge-
use only 6 a day, it'll never run out.
Okay, very good. All right, so we have oh, that guy is
Didn't
dead.
die?
He doesn't go. So now it's Eric's turn. No, he did not die. Eric, your
Did
turn.
not die? All right, then I'll try and finish him. This Shovel's getting a little bit like more acidy as we go along. Edges are a little bit pitted from all that stuff has been.
Erestrius is a channel Draven. Yeah, he was a wand master.
Mm.
Yes, he was. Okay,
Double
I
hits.
hit it for. Oh,
7.
yeah, and I moved the curse over, so I hit it for 7 and a decent roll. So 11 damage total.
It is definitely good enough. This Ankheg does indeed fall.
Yay!
So-
Which I do get 4 temporary hit points for, but it doesn't matter because it's the end of the fight, and I could have just got 7 back next turn.
Now, we're gonna hope this actually.
Now,
Assuming it's the end of the fight, yes.
now, what is this now of which you do?
I think he actually barely made it.
Now we're gonna start doing like the Jurassic Park
Actually, no,
like,
he's got
raptor,
negative.
like thing with the half ogre and be
He's
like,
trying to make his like
Oh,
he still barely makes
psycho check.
He still barely makes it. All right. So
Uh,
after the fall of this this last Ankheg, the ogre raises his battle axe, and he turns to face you as he is just like in a rage, and he just starts charging at
Yeah.
you, and he brings the axe up and he brings it
Yeah,
down with a
like
mighty
shield
blow,
up.
but at the last minute sort of swings to the side. Big miss. The axe, he loses the axe. It comes out of his hands, and it goes whipping through the air and right past Lasan's head and buries itself into the tree.
Boom.
Right? And he just like stops and he falls to his knees and he starts to sob.
He starts to what?
He starts to sob.
Oh, he's
He
crying.
the half ogre, but he's all heart.
Yeah. He starts to cry. He's crying. His buddy. He's buddy. So,
You're going to be okay, big guy?
he tries
like
to
lower my
yeah,
shovel.
he's trying to get some words, but he's not getting words. So that's
I'm gonna try to get his ass back to him. I'm just like trying to tug this thing out of the tree, and it's not going anywhere.
yeah.
So
No.
finally, like leave it.
Oh, it's sad. It's sad. Meanwhile, the goblin's legs twitch. No, I'm just joking. I don't know why I say that. That's just bad.
What?
That's just bad humor. Why would I do that? Right. Okay. Good.
It's all ogre now. Oh god.
It's all ogre now. Very good. So you guys can, probably. I'm gonna give him. Let's give him some rounds. Let's see how many rounds it takes. Let's only take 1. All right. So it's gonna take him about. Give him about a minute. And
Yeah, Big Tongue, I'm with you on that one. I
and
want to go
he's
heal
gonna be
him.
able to talk to you if you want to talk to him
Yeah.
about anything. So any of the stuff.
I was gonna go heal him. Do I speak Goblin? Where do I find this stuff? There's a place in here with things, right? Inventory.
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out the Goblin. If we can go talk to him. I don't remember where I put.
You'd find it really hard to talk to the goblin, I think.
You could talk to his legs. That's
Is
basically all.
he?
it's- Yeah.
Is he dead?
The other part of him is
Or
inside
no,
on
the
the
big
edge.
guy.
It depends
The big
which
guy.
half are you
Oh,
talking
the ogre,
about.
yeah.
No,
okay.
the big guy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
yeah.
Which
The big
half
guy's
are you
fine.
talking to? No, the big guy.
Just got the 2 little legs over there. You okay, buddy?
Kick once for yes, twice for no.
That's so wrong. All right. Anyway, I like it. Very good.
Goblins are like they're like squids, right? They have like a separate brain stem in each like leg.
Right. Or we could say, there's salt in these here hills and these mountains, and it's just, it's reacting with the muscle fibers or something.
No, I know. Anyway, Eric plants the shovel in the ground in a non-threatening fashion, and he's just gonna kind of like lean, like hold the shovel a little bit, just like lean over, panting a bit.
Okay.
A little bit rough.
Okay,
Right,
so
I'm not really like good at the like touchy-feely stuff, but I'm just gonna like stand there with him, in solidarity, I guess.
yeah, just pat him on his little head, and
Yeah, no,
should I heal myself
I'm not
before I
messing with
heal
that.
him in case he gets mad?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you guys would know that he's not gonna have a fit of rage again anytime soon.
Yeah, it seems unlikely.
So I will go over and is this him over here hiding out? I guess I have to go all the way around, eh?
Yeah, no, where is he? Oh, he's underneath the Ankheg. Right, he's supposed to be on top. Let me just.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, Jesus, that's not what I wanted to do.
Anyway, I'll go over and do some first aid and look after him a little bit.
Okay, let's bring him to front. There we go.
I need some of that too.
Yes, you're next.
First aid, how much? Oh, 13?
There are you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful. That's very helpful.
And then, if he's okay, and if he's not attacking me, then you're next there, sweetie.
Yeah. Cool.
There's healing going around.
Doing pretty good.
You too?
Yeah, everyone needs.
Everybody's all
I'm just
hurt.
lightly singed by acid. Just lightly.
Just a little bit.
That's right. We've got the whole acid thing
After 10
going.
hit points.
It's like ruining my hair. I don't know. Something.
13 for you,
Good thing over
Tao.
the hood. Oh, that's more than enough. Thank you.
Oh, perfect.
And then for me, a little bit. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
I mean, basically, I just smell like Ankheg vomit now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not pleasant.
Yeah. After a round of
It's
panting, though, I
disgusting.
do just I do just concentrate a little bit to get my focus back, and then
As the
increase.
as the healing goes around and everything, I will say that this is not like a spot check. This is not investigation or anything like that. But it just you see parts of this camp. You've got like water basins, and you've got sort of pieces of luggage and gear and stuff like that. But what you notice a lot is you see almost barding. Barding is for a creature. And I will have, I suppose anybody can do a, if you have a knowledge animal.
I don't know. I know about armor.
Nature, yeah. If you have a nature
Okay.
ability.
Eric knows about armor.
Armor?
Yeah,
Okay, armor's
that's
good
it.
too.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have a nature thing.
So armor or nature, specifically, yes.
I don't know what skill that'd be. I'd probably not even a skill then, but just like.
That's right. We're just taking.
Just
Yeah,
an
we're
in
taking a
check.
glance at things. We haven't talked to this creature yet. We don't know his name or anything.
God,
Ava,
I
Lasan
have
can tell us everything we need to know about Akori.
have a passive of 14 and I roll a 9.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Wait, what? A passive of nature? No.
Yes, a 14 it says in here.
Well, it's not.
No, that would be your passive perception, or
Well, on this character sheet, it does include like the passive, like the taking a 10 for all
Yeah.
of the
oh,
skills.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Up.
So it's 14.
okay.
Usually,
technically-
you just use perception for passive
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
and insight. The only tends the ones you tend to use, but
Yeah.
I
Okay.
roll 18 on the int check,
Yeah.
or possibly better if you gave me a proficiency bonus because it's about armor, but there's no actual skill for that.
Right. I will.
Either way, I got a good roll.
Yeah, you did get a good roll. Good enough to. Okay, so Lasan, you kind of you get the idea. You got a vision in your head, pretty much what it seems to go on. In terms of an
Okay.
animal, it looks like it goes on.
Ankheg's.
It looks like it might go on a griffin. Which is interesting. And as for you, as for Eric knowing about armor and stuff like that, he can confirm. He can confirm specifically that this looks like well-made barding. In fact, for griffins.
Here's what I'm going to suggest about this. Well-made
This is weird
armor
stuff.
for an exotic beast has got to be something very specialized that not a lot of people make.
Yep.
I wonder if Eric it might know. So, I mean, if this comes from like an armor
Never
smith
know.
in this
Mhm.
region, in the Sword Coast, maybe
Yep.
even Waterdeep or anything like that, would he know who might be the expert about making this? Like, is there any way we can tell? Or is there like a mark?
Yeah.
A lot of times there'd be a trademark, right? Like,
Yeah,
of
quite
the-
possibly.
Yeah.
Somewhere in it, somewhere inside of it, there'd be a mark
People
from the
sign.
maker. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. You don't have anything specific. You have rumors. Specifically because, again, when it comes to griffins and people who ride griffins, I mean, who really does that? There's only
Gryffindors.
there's rumors.
Those dwarves from WoW,
Right? Yeah, exactly. Those dwarves.
Eerie Peak.
But in terms of this area and everything, the rumor is that there is an order of knights, right? That's what you hear.
Mhm.
Well, whether that's true or not, there's an order of knights that ride griffins, and it's supposed to be somewhere in the Desserin Valley. There's supposed to be a building in the Desserin Valley that is where they are. They sort of
Okay, we're
have
joining
themselves-
these.
Gotcha. Hidden Temple of Sky Knights. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, not really hidden because it shouldn't be hidden, but it sort of is because nobody ever sees it. But for whatever reason, the knowledge you have or have heard again. It's a spire, right? So it's a tower. It's a very tall building, or at least it's supposed to be. So where is it? Somebody possibly knows.
We're gonna start looking for griffin poop. Starting
Totally.
now.
Starting look.
Totally.
Well, you got somebody who's really
You
good
can
at tracking
start-
griffin poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start looking for griffin poop. I'm gonna talk to a guy here.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's harder
big-
to track griffins because they, fly as opposed to leave
They
actual
poop.
tracks. But
But
exactly.
they poop.
hmm
Hey, big guy,
Big
is this your camp here? Looks like pretty big camp for just the two of you.
yeah. And what's his name?
Yeah, our poor little fellow who was crying.
Right. Yeah.
have
Oh,
to
his
take
name.
care of the little boy.
Do I have the name? I just got half ogre. No, I did name him though. Jesus, I had half ogre there as a
I speak
as a thing.
Ogre,
One
I
second.
speak
I have a
Ogre.
name.
Name is Jim.
Where
His
Name is
that?
Hoger.
I do. I have a name.
Ogre.
Let me find him. Oh right, he's gonna be this way. Let me just.
You should have a
Oh, I don't
totally
see
like
Hoger.
not ogre name. His name should be like Trafalgar.
Where are you? Move it. No. Okay, it's back further. It's right in here. Okay.
Griffin
like
Poop was
loading.
the original name of Griffin.
Loading.
Yeah,
Loading.
we're loading. We're loading right now. This is the loading screen, everybody. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Groot.
Oh.
Groot is good. We have Groot.
The name of the half ogre is Gira.
Of course it
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
So his name is Gira.
Shrek is good. Dave. Dave
Dave-
is
Dave is
totally
his
a good name.
No, Gira is Geeragh.
I can't even say it.
Gira.
I'm gonna call him Guy. You nice
could
little
call him
guy,
Guy.
you.
Sure. Yeah. He's still on his knees right now. He's sort of like still, but he is able to talk now. And what was the question? What was your question? I don't remember.
This is a pretty. Is this your camp? Seems like a pretty big camp for just the two of you.
Right. He says
One of you is very small.
he lets you know very quickly. He's like, this camp just for the two.
Just
Okay.
And he does say specifically that because these lean-tos specifically, I know it doesn't show in terms of the artwork and everything, but the two lean-tos that you see, one is actually much smaller than the other. In fact, one is basically a lean-to, and the other one is like a couple of them put together, right? So you kind of get the idea, yeah. So one is just bigger.
So one's a lean 2 and one's a lean 4.
Yeah, exactly that. Right.
Math.
Yeah.
Mathing in public. Ooh.
Okay.
So what do you, anybody else want to ask him any other questions and everything? He seems attentive right now. He is definitely okay. Although his axe is still buried into a tree.
Ask him where they got the griffin attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Are they out here hunting griffins or just delivering?
Yes.
Good question.
And Briar's going, it's been 3 weeks. I got no freaking idea.
It's tough to remember this stuff. All right.
Ah.
Oh, here we go. Mugra. Okay. Okay, that's what it said. Gira, and this was Mugra plan. Mugra very good stealth, and he go into Griff place and take stuff we sell.
Can you show us where the Griff place is? He's alone now. Why doesn't he join us?
Yeah. He says.
Pat him on the head and tell him to come with us, and he can show us where the Griff place was, and we'll help him bury his friend.
Plus, he's probably still hurt. We can bandage him a bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. We'll take care of him. I bandaged
You shouldn't be
all
alone
those
right now.
things.
Right. Yeah,
No,
he
you poor
stands
little
up.
guy.
Let
The
you guys do that
Poor
stuff.
little guy.
You're more empathetic and also prettier.
the ogre stands
Yeah,
up, walks
Chris is
over
good.
to one of the nearby Ankhegs, and sort of like takes both arms, whatever, and kind of like reaches inside on one each side, and then the other.
Oh, yeah.
The sockets of the Ankheg, and just pulls, and it starts to, and then it starts to sort of rip and shred, and you got little pieces, and he just pulls it apart, and then reaches in and grabs like half his buddy, right? And he starts walking over to the other side. This is pretty graphic. Walks over to the other side and grabs the other half of his buddy. He's got one arm and one. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna make him do that. He's not gonna go like try to put him back together. But he kind of looks at both sides and he's just like, I have berry now.
Yes. Okay.
I like pick up the shovel and hand it to him.
Start. No. No. I'll
No, I
pick
like
up your
that.
shovel and
No,
start
he
digging.
said he has berry. Like I'm with that. Like I think giving him the shovel is actually the appropriate move.
Yeah, I love it. I love the symbolism of it. It's great.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that is so
You go, big
sad.
guy.
So interestingly enough, though,
And we'll grab the Ankhegs and just like drag them away from the camp.
Okay.
okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
We're already
Yeah.
smelly anyway.
Or at
right?
least throw
It's
them
fine.
down. At least throw them down the cliff.
Yeah,
I
over
don't,
there.
I don't know how far we're actually dragging them. They're pretty big.
Yeah.
Right. The interesting thing about the cliff side on this side is actually a cliff rising up.
Yeah, I mean down here.
Oh, I
Just
see.
not,
Yeah. Oh,
not
I
very
see.
far, but
Yeah, just-
they seem to be very large. I don't think we're
just
really dragging them a
dump
long
them.
distance.
Yeah. No. Probably not a good
Yeah.
idea. That would be very exhausting.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So he goes. He sort of like not disappears. He's way too big for that. You can easily see him in the distance. But yeah, he starts moving and he's sort of doing his thing and he starts to, do all the things that he needs to bury his friend. So that's done. And he starts coming back and he thanks you for your help. And even though it was too late for his friend, he thanks you for your help. And he says, if there any way I can repay you, let me know.
Well, what would you do now? Like,
Just stay with us. We'll take care of you.
He sort of shrugs. He
Wink, wink.
shrugs because he's like, he says, what would he say specifically?
What is this thing? I can't remember what this thing is. What is he?
He's a half ogre. Although it's
Okay,
interesting.
okay, ogre. That's okay. That's cool.
He's supposed to be a half ogre, but he looks more ogre than half, right? He's
Okay,
got
yeah,
more
that's good.
dominant
But
genes
it's
of the
not
ogre.
half orc or anything. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Hey, dummy.
I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I want to know where these knights are. If we can just
Yeah, I think he should come with us,
yeah.
and he could show us what they were doing, and
Well, if you ask about the knights, he just sort of like does this whole thing where he's like,
Oh shit! The goblin was the brains of the operation.
yeah, and he
yeah,
kind of he looks
obviously.
like he's puzzled, right? He has this puzzled look, and he kind of points in a direction. He's like,
can we track?
like-
Can we track where they came from?
Like which way
We
they
can
come
track
from?
where they-
Yeah.
from?
No, I'm not even gonna have you roll on the tracks for these guys, because
We can track
well,
where they
the
came from.
goblin
We'll go
would
back.
be hard to track, but it's very easy to track the ogre. So no, it's easy to It's going to be
Yeah.
a little ways apparently. That's what he kind of says. He's like, we've traveled day 2.
Day 2.
No, they're going to
Let's go.
the Griffin Knight place, right? They're delivering this stuff to the Griffin Knights.
Or did they steal? No,
He
it sounds
stole
like they
it.
stole it from
He
them.
stole it from the Griffin Knights.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The little guy was all
Oh.
stealthy and creeped into the griffin
Oh,
place and took it
I
out.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess to sell or something, but
Mm.
yeah. So
Thing
we
is,
can we can track back.
We don't know anything about these Griffin Knight guys unless we're suspecting that it's the same, that they're from the same place that Tao saw when looking back
From
through.
the monastery? I don't know.
Yeah.
In my vision, did I see any griffins?
No.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
Where are we? We were along the Desarin Road, but I don't. Did we get like south of Summit Hall? I don't remember how far. Excuse me, how far we got?
You guys are. Let's find out.
Well, we left Belliard. I remember. I don't know how. I can't remember how long we traveled or anything. We had
there's
the one
also-
night.
There's still a cave
Right.
near where the bodies were buried that had stairs down. You guys cleared out the alarm trap, but we haven't actually explored it because we heard like Ankeg stuff happening.
Oh, that's right.
So
Right. So you guys haven't got very far. Honestly, you're still very close to Belliard. Given everything.
So we're
else,
still
all
in the
things considered.
hills.
Yeah,
like
you
north?
are.
yeah.
And
North
the
of
way
Summit
he's pointing, the way he's pointing takes you much further into the valley. Seems like it's going to be
Yeah.
Because there's something called Summit Hall. That sounds like it's at the top of a hill, right?
yeah, no, but that's
Like along the road. There's
yeah.
the Sacred Stone Monastery.
but that's not the way he's pointing.
Okay.
In the same monastery. Awesome. So, do you know who? What was friend's name? What was the goblin's name?
Mugra.
Mugra.
Do you know who Mugra was going to sell this stuff to? Do you have a buyer in mind?
Is it at the Barge Ride Inn?
Okay.
Oh, that's where we're heading, right? To the Barge Ride Inn?
Yeah.
Yeah, although we may be making a side trip to the monastery
Yeah.
first. because
Mu-
I-
And also
apparently
the
it's on
random
way.
cave that we found near the buried delegation.
Mugra never really trusts people. Mugra know only one person. Mugra go south.
So, okay. We're
Okay.
heading south too, right?
Technically, yeah.
I
And
like
south,
Ben. Of
south,
course
south
our-
is kind of like in that direction. He doesn't know the names of places though.
So Fen has
Yeah.
decided that, of course, our heroes will head toward the Griffin Knights and will get caught with stolen Griffin armor.
Yeah, that's not a great plan.
Yeah, I think I was reading chat around there. I thought these guys were like delivering Griffin armor.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so no, that changes things.
Gira, we heading south too. We can. I don't know if there's any good to you or what. We were going to check out cave over there first, so you could come with us, or you could wait outside if you don't want to go in cave. You want to stick with us?
Yeah, so okay,
Mugra-
remind me about this cave, the delegation. So we found the dead delegation.
Yeah.
Did we follow some tracks to find these guys?
Right next to where the delegation was buried, Lisanne found that there's sort of a curtain of stuff, and there was like that junk that you had to disarm because it was going to be like a noise-making trap.
Yeah.
Right.
In front of like this little cave that just had the cave sort of sloped down for a little bit, and then it turned into stairs.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But why
Yeah.
why did we not go to the cave? Why are we here?
Because of the
this
yelling.
happened.
These guys.
That
We
you heard
we
yelling
just
in the
heard this
distance.
going
Like-
on.
Oh,
we heard.
okay, so we
We,
got
did,
pulled away.
we didn't leave the cave. We followed the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what happens? You if you mention the cave,
Yeah.
Gira looks at you and kind of like shuffles a bit and starts kicking the dirt a bit, and he say, Mugra had trap built on cave. We were to check cave because Mugra thought maybe something in cave, and we had trap on cave to kill people who go in cave.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to keep people out of cave, or
Did you want to
keep
keep
something in cave?
Keep people out cave because Mugra say that there be something good in cave.
Well,
Okay.
well, we here now. We can help you get whatever is good in cave.
I mean, we can help ourselves get ourselves whatever's good in cave.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, he looks at you and he's just like, and he thinks about it for a second and he just
Yeah.
he doesn't know. He's like whatever. Mugra
I
makes
think-
the decisions,
I think-
so he doesn't. Know.
I think Gira can probably just go on his way. I don't know. Do we
Yeah.
need? I mean, a half ogre pet sounds fun, but you know, You're gonna take him out for walks every day, clean up
Yeah.
after him. You know what
What's
kind
he
of poops
gonna-
these guys make?
What's he
I
gonna
was-
They do
on
eat a
his
lot, that's
own?
true.
I wasn't-
Like it's just,
Right?
I wasn't inclined to force him into anything or to try really hard, but I thought like, if he was
No, of
inclined,
course.
he could come along.
if
Um,
he's
okay
just
with me.
lonely and lost, if he's
he,
gonna
he
start.
doesn't seem to have anywhere to go, except hang out maybe around here. But
He's got a lot of Ankhegs to eat.
that's true. He's got food,
Uh,
technically, if you will. So yeah, no. If you ask
They
him to
basically
join
just
you,
spit vinegar, right?
if you ask him to join you, he will. He won't commit to anything permanent, but he's fine with it. He'll go.
okay, I
Well,
feel like
he-
we should take him somewhere and drop him off
we
at
got
an
the
orphanage or
caves, look,
something.
the cave's right there. We'll take him along
Yeah.
for the cave, see
Yeah.
what happens, and like
Yeah.
trial basis,
And
And,
worst case
we'll get
scenario,
him killed.
yeah. Well, let's say worst case scenario, he's not going to be less stealthy than Lasan.
Apparently, he could be playing some accordions as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gira is only
Okay,
trusting.
well.
Gira is trusting because Gira is actually very, very naive, as is
We
quite
gathered.
evident. So yeah. So if you guys want him to come along, he would definitely come along. He has no qualms against it. You helped him, even though he wasn't able to save his friend, and you weren't able to save his friend. He's
I just feel like the least we have to do is, like I said, drop him off at an orphanage or something.
yeah, or
It's
something.
just-
Yeah.
So.
The orphanarium for lost half ogres.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So what do you guys want to do right now? I can't remember the time. What was the time? Did I tell you guys the time the last time?
It's 9:30 now. Or you mean in game?
I mean, in game. I'm trying to remember
I
what it
don't
was.
remember
Oh.
the in game.
I know it was
I
still
have no idea.
daytime, so I'm just going to say at this particular point.
You
You
after
said it was
all the-
within 12 hours of my dream, so
Right. Okay. So yeah. No. Okay. So after your dream, and you dreamed sometime in the morning. So it's mid-afternoon basically at this point.
Okay.
So yeah, mid-afternoon, and you guys can sort of set up keep the camp the way it is. You did clean it up a bit. You can use this camp if you want for another day, or you can go into the cave and see what's in the cave.
This camp is full of goblin blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. All things considered, it is kind of crappy at this point.
And bug juice.
Yeah.
He did a good job cleaning it up, but it's still kind of crappy.
well, we should take a short rest anyway.
Yeah.
Since there's
Short
nothing
rest going
pressing us for time.
Yeah.
Get back all our short rest stuff.
That'll reset Lasan's healing kit stuff, which is good.
Yes.
Just as my second
I still
wind.
have
Apparently,
spells, but-
apparently warlocks. I didn't realize somehow the reason warlocks have so incredibly few spell slots.
Oh,
is
yeah.
they actually come back on short rests.
The exact same thing happened when I was playing the Warlock in our 5e
Yeah,
campaign.
yeah.
I was like using it, then I found out, oh, short rest. Oh shit, I'm gonna spam this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all your 2 slots. Even when you're even when you're fairly high level, you still only have 2 slots. But it's because they come back every short rest, so it's actually not so bad.
Okay, so you guys are on about a short rest. And actually, let me refer to my notes here.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So yeah, nothing happens.
Go an hour without getting attacked, spend a hit die, get back stuff.
Yep, no, everything seems to be fine in that regard. And after about an hour, though, you are no longer shaken from your dream. Let's put it that way.
Yay!
So that's okay. And outside of that, you can go towards the way that the ogress sort of seems to be pointing is the way for perhaps where they came from, where they procured the barding. Or you can head towards the cavern, or you can head back to the road and continue on down south. It's whatever you want to do there. Also, I should say that the way the ogre was pointing feels good to you, Tao, in terms of sort of like the sort of direction where you feel that you saw that monastery.
Okay.
So
Okay. So that's good, but I think we should check out the cave first because we now have confirmation. He thinks there's something good in there.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
he says Mugra say there's
Yeah.
something good. I don't know how Mugra knows. But Mugra probably can just smell good. Mugra good smell good.
As I say, don't
it's good
goblins
ability.
have the automatic treasure find ability?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Or is that dwarves?
No, I think
Again, I've been
goblins
playing
do.
a lot of WoW.
I don't think dwarves have that.
I think goblins do.
Oh God.
Or they have like bonuses to finding things like that. If it's shiny, they find it.
Okay. Well, let's do that then. Let's go check in the cave by the grave.
That was fun to say.
Yes.
Sounded good anyway. Cave by the grave. All right. So,
Okay, but
I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over there. Let's do it.
okay.
Yep.
Let's go and bring this down. And players haunted here.
So I don't know about Gira, but the rest of us all have dark vision.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Does half ogre have dark vision?
I'm not sure. I will check. 1 second. So I'm going to move you guys there. Let me go back to this map and figure this out. I almost feel like he
I have
does.
both graves.
Yeah, I know he has. Dark vision. Absolutely.
Yes, okay.
So I'm going to copy you.
No
Bring this
light
down.
party.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good in that regard.
Pew pew pew.
Come on.
Weird. It's like, why is it not dark in this cave? I don't see torch anywhere.
Eric is still completely confused.
Right.
by his dark vision.
He's so,
Why can't I move him over?
it never
I didn't
gets
realize,
dark
like,
anymore.
When we get into a dark spot, his eyes are actually like subtly glowing red. The rest of us have not said anything about it.
Awesome. I don't know what it looks like. I haven't seen.
Come on. Paste.
Don't
There he
acknowledge
is.
it.
All right, I got him here. He's still a little bit hurt. I don't know if you guys want to spend any more healing on him.
I
We
can.
took a short rest.
If we take a short
spend-
rest, he gets
I
spend
still
hit dice
face.
to heal.
Actually, I've still
Okay.
got a little. I've got a.
Actually, he rolled max.
Some-
So maybe wait for a second because he has a maximum of that. So he's going to be at. Actually, what was his hit dice? I think I rolled the wrong one, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, if
Because
he obviously has multiple hit dice. He could roll multiple hit dice as well if he
Okay.
needs them. You just
Ogres have what has a hit dice?
you can only spend each hit die once per long rest for healing. Or actually, I think you only get back half of them when you do a long
know what?
rest.
Screw it.
But
I'm just going to say he's back at full health. I'm not going to worry about it.
I'm confident that he could get himself back to full health.
Anybody else need
That unless he's had other fights the same day.
a touch up?
Anybody need a touch up?
A band aid?
No, one hit die easily got me the other few hit points I needed.
How is Tao? She's
Oh,
okay.
I'm fine. I didn't take that much. You're
Yeah,
banned.
you overhealed her.
Okay. I still actually.
She just needed a little bandage, and you
still
gave
low.
you like wrapped her like a mummy.
Right. Oh, and by the way, if anybody's wondering, watching this right now, we're not going to take a break like we normally do, because we're only going to go for about a couple hours instead of the full 3 today, because we have some, as I mentioned earlier, party festivities to
birthday
kind of,
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
We have a party.
It's a birthday
today.
party happening today, so we need to have a little bit more time, a little bit extra time to make sure that things go swimmingly in that regard. So we're only going to be here until 10 o'clock, so we're getting down to the short of it there.
Action packed.
It's action-packed. Right, so you guys are now in front of this cave. Again, if you want, you can check for traps, but you've already done that, and you've already removed it. That was good.
Yes.
So now you guys can just go inside the cave,
Inside the weirdly not dark cave. Yeah.
the weirdly not dark cave. Now I don't have anything for me to put you guys into at this particular point, like the cave, the tunnels, and everything, because I was
Okay.
just going to describe it to you.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, theater of the mind is actually probably better. So inside this cave, even though it's called a cave, again, the stone along the sides looks like it was handcrafted, right? There's no jaggediness and stuff like that. It doesn't
Okay.
look weird. It looks like it was pretty much handcrafted. And in fact, you
We
get
have
even,
an entrance.
yeah, you get an even more of a feel of that as you start to find not like rocky ledges, but steps, right? So you're definitely getting the feel that this was a made environment.
So Rocky steps.
Right.
No, so it's made.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, that too. But it's now it's made. Is it like made with like straight lines and stuff like that, or is it sort of rounded but just like obviously like?
No, it's pretty rigid. It's like
Done.
boxy. It feels like it's very
Okay.
sturdy as well.
All right,
Like, it
it
doesn't
has-
seem
Yeah, so it has been carved out. There are straight lines and corners and stuff like that.
right.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are heading inside, and everybody can see just fine, even the ogre. Everybody sort of makes these little echoes down the hall, except for maybe Lasan, who makes an accordion sound. And of course, the big ogre behind you is kind of like plop, plop, plop. But you're not really that
Well, it's
hidden,
like
right? So that's,
I'm as stealthy as I can be in my armor, but the armor is still giving a penalty too.
Yeah.
I tend to make noise.
And we know I'm hopeless, so we're fine.
yeah, right.
You're hopeless because you're just an expert ninja, and how would that help?
Yeah. I think the dice are against you because let's face it, if the dice weren't against you, it wouldn't be fair.
It's my height. fucking 18 decks, and I just blow it every time. Oh,
I mean,
God.
I could scout out slightly further ahead because at very least I can
I think-
re-roll a failed stealth check.
There
Yeah.
you go. I
Yeah.
think that's good. Yeah. Go
Um,
ahead.
Now that I can,
you don't
I
have
can
to-
actually fulfill my
Yeah.
sort of stealthy, roguish kind of role.
Can you do
Yeah.
like
You-
trap searching and things along? Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
You
for
Yeah,
you?
she does trap searching with
Okay.
Kirk rolls.
As
Okay.
for the sake of time and everything too, I'm just going to say that I'm not going to have you guys roll on this sort of thing because there's not really anything to behold, other than by the time you get down to a sort of a corridor, like I should say a foyer or whatever. The area opens up a bit, and right in front of you, just down this not long but kind of tall area, like or high ceiling.
Okay.
Just kind of climbs up really fast, and and the sconces light. There's like,
They light up automatically.
yep, boop, 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 boop. And it's
Oh.
a blue light.
I backflip out.
Yeah, it's just a blue light, and it goes, poof, and it just it comes up, and there's no door. Like well, there's a door area, but there's no physical door in front of you that you can see. But as the lights glimmer and hit around the side of the wall, once it reaches to the front of where the doorway is, like a blue shimmery door just sort of forms in front of you, right?
Oh.
And as it finishes its formation, it sort of opens, and it has this really strange wooden creaky sound from whatever that's for. And out walks a specter, right? And it sounds like you hear the footsteps and the breathing of this specter. It's almost sort of reverberating. It feels oddly artificial, but it's like it wants you to hear it, right? It wants this to be the feeling that you get, that everything seems physical, whereas it doesn't look physical, right? So, and that's what happens. So as it walks forward, and he stands there, and he puts out his arm, and he's dressed in like sort of a mixture of cloth and chainmail. Like it's just like a sort of a weird regalia. It looks really, really nice, to be quite honest. And he puts his arm out like this right here, and sort of like leans long before he leans over, like he's propping himself onto something that's not there, until he does finish his leaning, and the long sort of broad axe, and he just kind of like leans on the side of it, and he says, "Who goes there?"
So I'm gonna summon forth all the ability of my high charisma, my proficiency in diplomacy, my psionic additional bonuses to that. I'm gonna say,
Retreat from the room.
hello.
So, honestly, at that particular,
Look at this
make
and
a,
this, and I'm using that, and hello.
I mean, honestly, it's great. Make a actually, you know what?
If anyone asks if you a god, say yes.
Yeah. Make a diplomacy check just to see how that goes. I just want to know. Anything you say, it doesn't matter what you say.
Persuasion is the
Oh yeah,
closest thing we got.
Sorry, persuasion is fine.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
Nice.
I'm like,
All right.
hello.
That's
Oh, it just
Right.
got better.
the spectre sort of like looks at you quite intently, and actually gives a little smirk. You do. You kind of get on his good side there, if you can call it a he. And it sort of like stands upright or whatever, and sort of fidgets with its axe just a little bit, and he says to you,
How you doing?
no, I'm trying to think. This is interesting.
I like
conversation.
Bostros in the chat says, no, it's a ghost. He says, boo goes there.
Boo goes there, right?
I should probably complete after the hello. I should be like, I'm Tao, and who are you?
My name, unfortunately, I cannot remember.
Damn.
I have been here guarding this door for many, many years. My master died while I was in his charge, and I have existed only here in this form to protect him from intruders.
How you doing?
Such how you doing? Oh God.
How you doing? Boo goes there and how you doing? God damn.
I like it.
That is dedication and loyalty, of the rarest kind.
Who's master?
Mm-hmm.
So like, give you a little prod.
Right.
It was like,
You kinda-
who's master? Because you're doing the talking. It's like,
Who's your master? What are you guarding? Who are you guarding it from? Etc. Etc. But we'll get up to that.
Right. He says, interestingly enough, he kind of like looks like to the corner of his eyes as if he's trying to remember his master's name. Then he finally snaps back his eyes to you and says, Grimo Stormblade.
What's he guarding?
The Stormblade. Maybe. Do we know this name?
Anybody could do like a history check, or if you have knowledge,
Okay.
knowledge history, knowledge nobility would probably
Yeah,
work.
that's not a thing anymore.
yeah.
Or okay,
Nah.
yeah, that's not
Yeah.
gonna help. Right now would be a
Not-
great
not
time to have a
trained in
bard.
these
I'm just
things.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother's bard. Oh, 20.
Okay.
You listen to his stories really good.
You know,
I
you're
listen
an
all
elf,
the time.
right?
He's my brother.
You're an elf. You've heard several stories. In fact, you may have
I
even heard about this guy
live
from your
just
father
up the
sometime.
road.
Yeah.
What I
This-
hear? What I hear?
Okay,
What I
so
hear?
what you know about Grimor Stormblade is he was a highborn, or not highborn. What do we call him? He was a dwarf. Anyway, just he wasn't highborn. He was just
Lowborn
he was
dwarf.
he was a noble dwarf of a long line. But the interesting thing about Stormblade is Stormblade was a name he chose for himself. He sort of like cast away his own family name. For whatever reason, that's lost to time. What that reason is kind of lost to time. You can probably find information on it if you were to go and look it up, like in big, deep, pocketed libraries. But for now, you don't know. And Stormblade refers specifically to his weapon that he carried.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed.
Yeah. In fact, that's just it. Like
got
it's
that.
Stormblade was, from what you can remember as that your, how can I put it? Once he came, what you can remember, once this noble came in contact with this blade, everything changed. Like his everything changed. His personality changed.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've already run into one like mind-altering magic item
Right.
so far.
I know, but it's like his personality changed. Everything sort of like changed. But meanwhile, he became super bloodthirsty towards killing orcs.
Oh, well, then that's
Like
gonna be
that
fine.
was his
So-
thing. His
These
entire
guys think that's
creed
normal.
in life, it became nothing like the campaign of wiping out orc encampments. Like that was his thing.
Oh.
In fact, he was very, very instrumental by the elves. The elves used the hell out of him, which is why some of the elves actually know of him. Specifically, they used him for several campaigns into the mountain areas where, and even the dwarves too. The dwarves used him to try to take back some of their strongholds from the orcs. So yeah, it was a big, big
So
thing
this
back in history. a long
Blade
time
just
ago.
took over his he just went from whatever his life was and just went out and started killing orcs.
Yeah, so basically, it just mild-mannered and meek sort of individual, and he became more sort of militaristic and like whether or not the blade changed him or it just something happened. That it's not saying that the blade changed his personality, but when he got a hold of the blade, he became obsessed, sort of, with just this idea of waging battle against the orcs.
Is that what he guards?
Yeah, Guardian.
Ask him,
what do-
Tao. Ask him.
Yeah, Guardian. What is it that you guard?
I guard my master.
This is his tomb.
Indeed, it is.
He'll be buried with his sword.
Yeah, you will be.
You must be tired of guarding this stuff.
I will admit I long for slumber.
Oh.
So, wouldn't it be really good of us to release this person from his, eternal?
Release his person. In WoW, that means we have to kill it.
Yeah, and then we get the loot. But it's like at the
He
same time,
releases loot
But
for
you're
its slumber,
charmed
or yeah.
You've charmed him. Maybe he just wants to come and hang around with the half ogre and us.
Mhm.
We'll have a whole army of weird things behind us. It'll be great.
You could go out drinking.
It does seem like it has been a long time since you. I mean, it's a long time to be unable to rest. Is there anything that we can do to lift your watch?
He does. He makes a big audible sigh, even though it seems unnatural for him to do it. And he
You
says,
think that's air you're breathing?
"Yeah." He says, "Finish my task."
Ooh. What is your task?
There we go. Yes.
Right. He is bound to guard his master. And specifically, it almost seems like it was not a curse per se, but it was something that was like put there for him. Is his last thing that he could possibly maybe do to get his honor back. This is what he's explaining to you. But prior to that, he had one task, and that task was specifically to destroy. You're gonna like this.
All orcs.
No. To destroy.
I was thinking all orcs.
Oh shit! What's the name of it?
Woo!
You know what? I'm just gonna make up a name. 1 second.
The
to
Griffin
destroy.
Knight place.
Millie's-
To destroy the Grumshinon amulet.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
I said that too. I said, oh, the amulet. I see. So,
we
So
have a
Can you
decision.
just give it to him?
yeah, that's actually very interesting
do it?
because you see, I tried to destroy it myself and was not able to.
He
But
whips
I
up.
have it.
He sort of like his hands move forward. Off of his axe, by the way, which sort of like ghostly just stands up still. Whatever. Gravity's not taking it away from him. He uses that same arm and he casts it towards you, and you can make a will save if you want. But the amulet starts to like lift inside of your pockets. Starts to lift.
Yeah.
Didn't I take it off though?
Yeah, but it's in your pockets.
Yeah,
you don't have it on.
You're not wearing it, but
You're
you
not
have
wearing
it.
Yeah.
So it starts to wherever you have it. He sort of
Yeah.
is able to summon it, and it sort of like pulls it. He starts pulling it out
So
from you.
theoretically,
okay.
you could resist this, but you're just going
You
to
could resist it if you want
Yeah.
to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I specifically, like I don't know, maybe it's like in a pocket in my cloak or something like that. So as I feel the tug, I like open the cloak up
Just
Yeah.
let him have it. Yeah.
and let it float out.
This
Presumably.
thing didn't.
So he brings it towards himself, and he has it. It's hovering right in front of his face, and he looks at it for a second, and he
I
cocks
tried
his
to
head.
destroy it.
Yeah, he sort
I
of
leave
cocks
that
his
part out,
head to the side, like, curiously. You know, like he's looking at it, and he's thinking. He thinks for a moment, and he says, "This cannot be the Grumshinon amulet. I can feel the power that was here, but the connection is broken."
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's
Should put
good.
that fucking thing back on.
Then your task is over. You can rest.
Mhm. I fought with this thing many days or many nights in my sleep to try to wrest control from the influence of Grumsh, and was eventually able to remove it and break the connection. But I worry that it would reassert itself.
This
But if
is
you say
not
it's
the
broken,
amulet
then-
you're looking for.
Yeah, this is not the amulet that you're looking for, right? He says specifically, he can't. Okay, here's the problem. It doesn't have the connection that he's looking for when it comes to Grumsh, right? He's looking for a tether to Grumsh. It doesn't have that tether currently. So he's not certain that this is the amulet. So
You want me to
he
put it
sort
back
of
on?
he sort of like just
But-
tosses it back at you, like not tosses it, but he moves it, like floats it right back to you, and he's like, "If this
Oh, shit.
this is indeed the Grumshinon amulet, restore its tether, and then I will destroy it."
No.
Wait, you wanted...
So I
If Couldn't you just destroy it? And can't you just destroy it first, and then you'll know?
That probably won't complete his task.
It won't complete his task.
There's a horrible bug in your like quest completion system. You just got like a floating like pointer error.
So I'm like gonna put this on and restore the thing, then I'll have to kill me.
Oh god.
On the other hand, all right, yeah, okay, we need some extra information from this ghost. I have a good rapport with him,
Okay.
you know, apparently, and I'm very willing to destroy what is clearly an incredibly evil orcish artifact. Trust me, that's totally my thing. If I put this on, it reasserts the connection. Will I be at risk? How will you destroy this amulet?
All those who come in contact with the god Gromsh are at risk.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Would destroying amulet hurt wearer of same amulet?
Let's put it on Gira.
I will not harm. I will not. Wow, that's interesting. I will not harm the bearer of the amulet, just the amulet itself.
Okay.
Oh, okay, this is good. This is a start. I like it.
While I was not able to truly overcome the amulet, short of actually miraculously removing it with like multiple 20s in a row, but I did sort of fight the amulet to a standstill at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm willing to put this on, hope that I can, stop it from asserting its will long enough for the unnamed guardian here to do
what he's
his
gonna do.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a massive risk, but there's a lot of good. This is.
He claims it won't hurt you.
Also, if we can get rid of the ghost, we can loot Boom.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Yeah.
In the interest of putting a giant middle finger towards Grumsh and all orcish kind, I will put the amulet on.
Okay.
And it's 10 a.m.
And this is where we have to
This is
stop.
where we end it? Okay. All right. Well, you put the amulet on. All right. And should I leave it as a cliffhanger? What happens?
Absolutely. Done. Absolutely.
Oh,
Although
it
the
just
problem
feels
is,
so
the more time
dirty.
you give the dungeon master to think of shit, the worse it gets for the players.
Yeah, it's true.
Typically.
Yep.
I will say that you guys made a very interesting decision. It's good. It's good. Not a bad decision. I'm saying interesting in a just an interesting decision. It's good. So anyway, yes, I will definitely
an interesting
pick this up.
times decision.
And I'm going to think more on this too because this is going to be kind of great. And we will have ourselves a next time, if you will, to quote a certain other DM.
It's a quill
next
hanger.
time.
Woohoo! It's a
Yes.
quill hanger.
So great. What's going to happen between this particular ghost, if you will? That's all you pretty much know of him right now. He doesn't even remember his own name. He's been here too long. He doesn't remember his own name, but he remembers his master's name. Whatever. But what's going to happen between that and, of course, the amulet and, of course, the person who is wearing the amulet, who is not going to hurt, technically. What's going to happen? We will find out next time. That's going to be next Sunday, everybody.
He's not
Thank you
gonna
for
hurt
tuning
me.
in.
He's just going to kill me painlessly.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
But next time we'll find out. Next Sunday we're going to start at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and hopefully we'll carry on to the normal time of 11. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being awesome and nice to each other, to the mods, making everything great. Everybody watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you next time, yeah. So.
And I'll be starting some music here shortly. I don't really know what's going on, but I know that Quill and Briar and Essentia will be here.
Physically.
I saw presents down on the table.
What?
I've seen boxes of goodies in the
Presents?
fridge, so I don't really
Birthdays?
know what's going on, but we're going to be having a party here shortly.
Yeah.
And breakfast margaritas.
Right.
And breakfast margaritas, because none of us have eaten yet, so clearly
That's
that's
a
the way to
great
start
idea.
the day.
Right, it's a great
Yeah.
start to my day, because I still have to work today, but I'm going to leave that out of my,
Yeah, and we're ending early, so Briar has a chance to be here for all this stuff
Yeah,
before he has to
exactly.
go to work. So
Yeah.
which is
yeah.
see you in a bit. Everybody say goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you next time.
Ah.
There are tons of Let's Plays on all my friends' awesome YouTube channels, and if you want even more concentrated D&D goodness, check out Tales from My D&D Campaign.